Bismillah. I've been using castor oil for my face for over a year. I'm going to share with you the truth of what really works and what doesn't, and something that I discovered about castor oil that will really give you an eye opener if it's going to work for you. So first, let's talk about the proof of does it really work, because there's a lot of stuff out there. So the proof is, I guess, what you would like to consider proof. So for the FDA approved uses for castor oil, they only approve it as a laxative, which is great, but you also see it used in almost all cosmetics and face creams, and they've been using it for decades. So even though it's not actually FDA approved for this use, it obviously does something, or they wouldn't be putting it in there. For another proof, I found this study, and this study was done on people who had hyperpigmentation. And this is one of the things that people say, oh, castor oil will help to lighten my spots and make my skin texture more even. Is there proof of that? This study goes into detail of what they found. Now, this was a dermatology research center who did this study, and it was small. It was only on 25 patients with hyperpigmentation. And they applied this castor oil cream on their face twice a day for 2 months. And after 2 months, they tested them, and this is what they found. The castor oil cream, it significantly reduced the melanin level, wrinkles, and the skin laxity in all of these patients. Now, that being said, I've used castor oil myself for changing like freckles I have on my face below my eyes. I naturally get a little bit freckles, and I used the castor oil, but I noticed that I still have them even after a year. Now, I would say they're lightened, but they're still there. On another note, I did develop a small little sunspot under my eye, right on my cheek, on my right side. And I got really scared. I thought maybe, oh, this might be a skin cancer or something. I even went to the doctor and she looked at it. It's like, not to worry. It's just a freckle, basically. Nothing to worry about. So I said, okay, fine. But it was like right on the middle of my cheek, right there below my eye. I can notice it every morning. So I started putting the castor oil cream on. Actually, I didn't even notice that it disappeared. And now that I'm making this video, I was thinking about it. I'm like, hey, that spot's completely gone. And I have a lot of subscribers, a lot of you, who mentioned in many of my other castor oil videos, and many of you commented how it helped with your spots, and also how it didn't help with your spots. Now, for my channel, it is a faceless channel, but I would love for you guys to go ahead and send me in your before and afters that I could post on maybe my next follow-up video. So inshallah, people would be able to see more of the results instead of me just talking about it. And I'll leave some links in the description box. If you're interested, you can just go ahead and send me some pictures, and we could do a follow-up video showing exactly your story and how it helped or didn't help you, and give everybody a better picture of how well it might work for them. Now, to be honest, I never use castor oil by itself. I've always mixed it in a specific way because castor oil is naturally thick, and I'll explain to you exactly why in a little bit. And I've also done a little experiment that I've done in the last week of using castor oil straight just by itself, just to see the difference. But for the most of this year, I've used it mixed in a specific way. Now, before you go out and try castor oil, and I go any further in this video and you get excited to go use it, I want you to make sure first that you don't have any reaction. Do a little patch test somewhere on your skin for at least 24 hours. Because some people say, oh, I broke out, even though it's not supposed to make you break out, or they get red rashy skin. This is just an allergic reaction. So it's really important that you check first, because a lot of people have sensitive skin in different ways. And also make sure you're using a castor oil that's completely pure, in a glass bottle, no additives, hexane-free, and all that great stuff. It's pretty easy to find. If you cannot find it, I'll leave a link to some below. Queen of Thrones is supposed to be the best, although I get mine freshly pressed from a place that I live by, which isn't available for most people. So you go and find whichever is best for you. What does castor oil do for your face? Castor oil itself is anti-inflammatory, and this is super important. Although it's not the highest oil for anti-inflammation, all these problems that we get on our skin is usually due to some form of inflammation problem. So this is important. Castor oil is really good for hydration. So this is true. It is one of the best oils for hydration, especially because it is so thick. And that thickness acts like a barrier and traps in the moisture that you have in your skin. And if you don't have any moisture in your skin, you're naturally dry, there is a few things you need to do before you apply the castor oil. There was another study, proof if you will, of castor oil helping with dark circles around your eye. And they applied the castor oil cream to their under eye area twice a day for 2 months. And this also reduced their dark circles quite a bit. Now, I did mention in this study that the castor oil helped with also wrinkles and sagging skin. So let me tell you my results. I've used it for a year straight. I'm in my 40s. I naturally have a reddy toned skin, and I noticed wrinkles forming around my eyes and a little bit my smile line area. So I started using the castor oil. Now, did it work for wrinkles? I would honestly say yes, because before I started using this, I noticed like when I smile, under eye skin and around the eye, I would have lots of lines around my eyes. Like, oh, don't smile. They're going to show everywhere. But now it is so less that when I smile, even really big smile, I have hardly any lines there left. So I would definitely say that it does help with wrinkles. As for my smile lines, those are deeper areas, so I would suppose that takes longer time. I do notice a difference in that area, but I have been doing other things to improve that besides just castor oil. So I won't count that in this video. So if this is a problem for you, you're noticing anywhere, start using it right away. It even works for your neck skin, your hands, all over your face. And I even had a few of my subscribers say that it helps with the area above your eyes, below your eyebrows. That's where the skin kind of starts to sag as you age. And if you put a little bit castor oil below your eyebrows, this helps this area also not to sag. And I did do that, and I do think that that's true. It has helped and strengthened that area a bit. So is castor oil good for all skin types? Technically, yes. It's very safe for all skin types because it's supposed to be low in the oil plugging area. Although most dermatologists would still probably recommend that people who have acne prone or oily skin not use it as much. But again, I think this comes down to your skin patch test, and that'll tell you how sensitive your skin is to the castor oil or not. Before we get into some really good recipes that might work for you, I'm going to share with you the specific one that I'm using that I see the most results in and why. But I wanted to make clear something important about castor oil. It works best with your body. So what I'm trying to say is whatever you're putting on the skin, it might have a mild effect, or some people say, I didn't get any results. This is because it's working with your body. That means the materials you already have. So imagine you're trying to build a house and you're bringing the builder to the building site, but he has no materials to build the house with. This is how castor oil works. So we're bringing the castor oil and putting it on, but there's nothing inside. There's no materials for the castor oil to work with. And this is what makes castor oil work or not work for some people. And for you, if you notice great results, then that means you're probably doing the right stuff for your body. For those who aren't noticing much results, it doesn't matter your age, it matters what's going in. So if you're having a lot of stress, of course that's going to pretty much nullify any nutrients going towards helping castor oil. If you're having not a very good diet, you have way too much sugar or carbs, this is going to cause just havoc for you and you're not going to see a ton of results. So if you're really trying to make castor oil work for you and you want to have amazing skin, or it reduce these wrinkles or all this other stuff, because I noticed myself, even using it for the whole year, I've had periods where I was under extreme stress and not eating well, and I wasn't seeing nothing happening. But when I improved my diet and also lowered my stress, then I started seeing, hey, there's some changes happening, even faster. So it makes a huge difference if you're going to see results using castor oil. So main 3 things to check is your stress level, number 1, your sugar consumption, and your carbs. This is my routine. I have this little glass bottle, and in it I put about 2 tablespoons of castor oil and about 2 tablespoons of black seed oil. And I put in there about half a teaspoon of hyaluronic acid. And this is a mixture that I use on my face. So I'll wash my face, make sure it's still wet, and then I'll just rub this mixture all over my face and leave it on every night and every morning. In the morning, I do it a little bit thinner. At night, I do it a little bit thicker. And I do notice my results. I do notice, like I said, less wrinkles around my eyes significantly. I do notice my freckly area getting less dark, and my overall skin tone seems much more consistent. And I also have on my skin a little bit, you can see some capillaries on my cheeks starting to form. I didn't want that, so I started using the castor oil, and I think that it has lessened those as well, so it's not so vivid. Now, why I use black seed oil is because it's the strongest, most effective fighter oil out there. It is so strong against any form of inflammation. It's the best one you can find. And what castor oil does, it kind of amplifies that power. So if mixing them together, it really helped to make it work even better for my skin. And of course, I put the hyaluronic acid in there, which will also help to lock in moisture and plump up your skin, making it look really, really nice. And I would say for sure that I've had a lot of good results. It's very important with your skin to be consistent, whatever you want to try. This has worked really well for me. Black seed oil with castor oil and hyaluronic acid. I highly recommend that one. If you want to try it, go for it. One more thing I want to add is for your face, a lot of people worry about castor oil causing increase in your hair growth on your face. You know, maybe you have already a little bit mustache forming. You don't want more hair there. And people worry about that with castor oil. Now, scientifically, it's not proven that castor oil can cause hair to grow in places. What castor oil really does is it helps to improve the skin and the area, allowing hair to grow there. But if your hair naturally is not supposed to grow there, then it's not going to grow there. That being said, I've had mixed reviews on this. I've had millions of views on my castor oil videos, and through all the comments, I've had mixed outcome. Some say, oh yes, castor oil did make my hair grow more on my face, and others say they saw no change whatsoever. So I would just use caution with this. I myself didn't notice any change at all. Alright, make sure you go ahead and send me some videos, some comments, and little clips. I would love to do another follow-up with some of your guys' feedback so that we can help others and get the best from using castor oil for our skin.